Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the What We're Watching podcast, a podcast to keep your eye on. I'm your host, Reese Potter,
And I'm Ava Potter.
and we are back with week 4, and this is a big week. On Sunday, we had the
The
Grammys.
Grammys.
The Grammys. If you don't know, which, I don't know who doesn't know what the Grammys are. But the Grammys are, I would say, the biggest music awards that there are. And so those were on Sunday. It is a big night for music and the music industry, and then also fashion and lots of fun stuff. So we are bringing you guys all things Grammys today. So if you did not get a chance to watch the Grammys on Sunday, or if you did get a chance to watch the Grammys, here is your complete rundown of all the good stuff you missed. So
Yes.
I did get to watch the Grammys. Ava, did you get to watch the Grammys?
I did not. I watched like bits and pieces like on TikTok, like throughout the night.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to look at any of the fashion looks? That's what I want to talk
I
about first, is
did
the
get to see
fashion.
a couple. Um, really loved Cat's Eye, all their outfits, their coordinating outfits. Those were beautiful. I thought they looked really, really good. Um, Sabrina Carpenter, hers was like it was like I don't know what it was, but it was really, really pretty. And someone said it was like
Yeah,
a one of a
Sabrina's
kind or
8
something.
down.
Yeah, it was
Hers 8 down.
so pretty. Then I loved Olivia Dean's outfit. Like I loved the like black and the white. It was like such a pretty contrast. But that's
Yeah,
that's
this year
like
was
most of the
definitely
people I
like,
saw.
yeah, the year of black and white for sure. I felt
Mhm.
like there was like this unspoken theme that the theme was black and white because
Yes.
there's not ever a theme for the Grammys, but everybody was in black and white this year. There was hardly any color. Another weird thing that everybody was in was feathers this year. I felt like I saw a lot of feathers
Yeah.
this year. Like Lady Gaga had feathers, Olivia Dean had feathers, one of the, girls that's in Huntrix had feathers. Yeah,
Did
there was a
did
lot of feathers
Doechii
going on.
did Doechii have feathers on?
I think Doechii
Or
had some
just
feathers on
ruffles?
hers.
Ruffles,
Yeah,
feathers
yeah,
maybe?
so it was definitely interesting. I was slightly unimpressed by some of the outfits. Not saying that any of them were particularly bad, but I was some of them were very interesting this year. I just felt like I wasn't really wowed by anybody's.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, Gaga, of course, looked great. I love
Yes.
her
Love her.
everything, she always has like the best silhouettes on her.
Hmm.
I think she just slays. I really, really liked Zara Larson's outfit. It's so
She was in
Midnight
the
Sun.
yellow, right?
Yes, the yellow, it looked so good, and then when she performed, she had this, it would literally look like sun rays, they were, sticking out.
That's
I don't even
cool.
know how to describe. She's so cool. She's somebody that, I've kind of become obsessed with. I feel like I'm late to the party, but, I love listening to her,
Yeah.
and she's just so cute and cool.
Mhm.
Chapel Roan, did you see Chapel's outfit?
I did see Chapel's outfit.
For those that don't know, Chapel was wearing a maroon burgundy sheer draping
Yeah, I don't really know how to
that was
describe it.
only attached to her by her nipples.
Yeah.
You heard that right. The dress was attached to her nipples, and she really, to me, is the only person I think that could pull it
Pull something
off.
off.
It
Yeah.
looked really good. She had this, sheer cape that went with it that she wore into the red carpet, and then when they were, of course, on the red carpet, took it off. And I liked it a lot more with the cape, of course. I think it was definitely a choice, but like I said, I think she's one of the only people that could, totally pull it off.
Yeah. I saw somewhere that it was like prosthetics was like obviously what was used, but like the tattoos on the back, like the tattoos on the back look really cool, and then like down the arm, like on the chest, I thought that was
Yeah,
a cool
yeah,
piece to add into it
I
too.
love using tattoos as fashion. I think that's a
Hmm.
really cool thing.
Yeah.
Um, let's talk about Miley Cyrus's. Did you see hers?
I did not see
So
Miley's.
Miley was in this, black, I think it was, leathery suit and had this, these big golden, like, brooches and, like, detailing up here, and it gave Hunger Games vibes, like, it really gave Hunger Games vibes. I saw a lot of people kind of talk about how it kind of looked like a nod to the Hunger Games, which makes me curious, like, is she curating songs for the new movie?
Okay, maybe.
Like, that would be crazy. I
That
mean,
would be so
I think
crazy.
I think that's a whole 'nother story for another we have a whole episode about the Hunger Games, because
Yes.
I have some really cool ideas for who I think should be on the new soundtrack for the new movie, but I could totally see, like, a Miley going back to her, like, roots, giving a little, like, country twang in there.
Country twang,
Yeah,
yeah.
especially I love, like, the raspy register of her voice, like, her matured
Mhm,
voice is
mhm,
so raspy and beautiful, so I'd be
mhm,
interested to see
mhm.
if that's something. But yeah, her outfit definitely gave Hunger Games vibes.
That's funny.
I the one look of the whole night that I would say I did not like whatsoever at all, and maybe it's me and I don't understand her, and I was lost in the plot of when she became an icon, but I do
Addison
not like
Rae?
Addison Rae. And I'm sorry, Tyler, if you're listening to this because I know you love Addison Rae.
I just don't
I
listen to her music really that often. Like I'll hear her songs like on TikTok and like just like I know this sounds kind of bad, but it's like also like Charlie XCX. I don't like pick that song out to listen to, but because it's a fun like party song, or like feels like you're at a party when you're listening to it, then like I'll play those at like at work and stuff, but like I don't listen to those in my free time. That's how I feel like Addison Rae's music kind of is.
Yeah, I don't know. The only song of hers that I know is Diet Pepsi, and the only reason I know it is because of the Ben Platt
Ben
version.
Platt.
And I love the Ben Platt version, but I don't really understand the lyrics. But her dress was a instead of a low high, it was a high low dress, and it had a very interesting neckline. I didn't really care for it personally. I didn't really understand the vision. Everybody was saying that she was robbed of Best New Artist. I felt like Best New Artist was a really stacked category this year, and I don't really believe that she was robbed of anything. So, yeah, I just was not entirely obsessed with her look. So,
And then did you
um,
see some people had a little on their
oh,
stuff?
yes. Everybody, a
The
good chunk of people,
A
like a
good
lot
chunk
of
of
people had
people
ice
ice
out
out.
pins, which I love to see. I
Yes.
love to see everybody talking about it and bringing a lot of attention and awareness to some injustices in the world right now. So I love
Yes.
that little touch that a lot of people had this year on their clothing.
Yes.
I want to talk about Harry Styles.
In jeans.
And
In
he's like one of the
jeans.
last people's
Why is he
fashion I wanna
wearing
talk
jeans?
about. One,
Why is
he
the
didn't walk
man
the red he
like why is the man that is known for his outfits wearing jeans to the Grammys? Like
I don't really understand the thought process, and, we are take everything we say about fashion with a grain of salt because as you can see, we are the least fashionable people ever. We're both wearing a quarter zip right now and look busted.
yeah.
But I I don't he didn't walk the red carpet. They, like, kept him hidden the whole night until he came and presented, and he's wearing a Dior blazer and these Jonathan Anderson Dior slippers and jeans. It was giving, like I wrote this down, it's literally giving Zoom. Like, it's giving when you're on a Zoom call and you, like, only dress from the top up and are wearing, like,
Yes.
pajamas on the bottom.
Yes.
I didn't really understand the purpose. Also, Trevor, who's the host, he kinda made a jab at Harry Styles
Oh, I know, I
because
saw that.
I have been in deep in the trenches of the Harry Styles Ticketmaster debacle. Harry Styles, you are on my DTM list, and I am very upset because I have tried for days to get tickets to one of your shows in New York City, and the ticket prices are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry. If I have to travel to New York City to see you perform, I am not spending minimum minimum $600 on a ticket. Like, that's just ignorant. I
Yeah, no way.
cannot do it, and I will not do it.
Yeah, no way.
So, there's my little soapbox about Harry Styles as of right now, but yeah, Trevor made a comment to, Olivia Dean in the audience. He was like, "Thank you for fighting Ticketmaster against these outrageous prices, blah, blah, blah," and everybody was like, "Yeah, this is totally a diss to Harry."
Yeah, literally straight
Yes.
this.
Um, the last person I do wanna talk about, or should say people, I guess. This was not at the red carpet, but this was at the after party. My little Pookies, Francois and Connor,
Connor.
they popped out looking beautiful and together. They're both hot.
Mhm.
There's a photo that went around of Connor talking to Tate McRae, and I'm gagged. It was so fun.
Potential feature in a music
Right,
video.
that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Like, well,
So,
because she's a hockey girl.
oh yeah,
She
that
likes
she's
hockey.
isn't she dating a
She,
hockey guy?
I think so.
Or she
I
was dating a hockey guy?
I think she either is or was dating one. Um, because yeah, people saw them like on a date together, and like she's performed at like NHL like halftime shows, or they don't have halftime, I don't think, but something of that sense. But I don't know. I don't know a lot about hockey, but I read a lot of hockey books. That's for sure.
Halftime, that's funny.
I don't know. It's a
There's no
halftime,
halftime.
but like not a halftime.
Right, she's performed. We'll just say
Yes,
that. At hockey.
she's a performer.
She's a performer. Um, okay, so moving on from the fashion of the night, some smaller notable awards that I feel should be mentioned. Hello Sinners. Sinners got 2 Grammys last night.
Hmm.
Y'all know how we feel about Sinners. They won Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media, which is awesome. And they also won Best Score. So I'm like, yes, keep the Sinners recognition coming. We have a couple
Yes.
more weeks until the Oscars. And so I'd like to see them just like steamroll through all of the award season and just rack them
Hmm.
up. So
Yes.
um, Tyler, the Creator, he won Best Album Cover, which is so awesome for Chromacopia, and there was some, like,
Yes.
really good competition, and I love Chromacopia, so I'm really
I
glad
do
that
too.
he got some recognition for that album,
Yes.
because I think he could have easily taken the cake in some other categories, for that album, but I'm glad he got at least some recognition
I
for
love
that.
I love all of his album covers. His like they always just look so cool. And like Flower Boy, such a good album cover. That one's like iconic album cover. Igor, iconic album cover. Like Chromacopia is gonna go down in history as an iconic like album cover that you see that like people like put on their walls and stuff like that.
Yeah, speaking of Tyler, his performance freaking rocked. I don't
I
know
got
if
to
you got a
see it on
chance to watch
TikTok.
it,
I told you on TikTok.
but it was so good. Like he's just somebody I feel like who really knows how to like command a stage, and his just like performance capacity is like through the roof. So he's somebody I would love to see live one day. I think that would be really fun.
You know, I want to see Tyler definitely before I kick the bucket. I need to see him before I kick the
Before we
bucket.
kick the bucket,
Mhm.
for sure. Another big thing was that Steven Spielberg got his EGOT last night. So for those
Oh.
that don't know, or Sunday night, those who don't know that an EGOT is when somebody wins an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. It is very not necessarily difficult to do, but it comes very few and far between for a lot of artists.
Mhm.
So he has won 4 Emmys. He won Outstanding Animated Program in 1996, and then he won Outstanding Limited Series in 2002, 2003, and 2010. So those are his Emmys. Emmys are like TV show awards mainly, for those who don't know. Then for Grammys this year, he won Best Music Film. Um, and then for Oscars, he's won Best Picture and Best Director. He's won Best Director twice in 1994 and 1999. And then lastly, he won his Tony in 2024 for A Strange Loop for Best Musical. So, congrats to Steven Spielberg for joining the EGOT group. That's super awesome. I would love to have an EGOT, but that will never happen for me. So, some of the other performances we had Lauren Hill and Post Malone and like Reba McEntire. They all performed some really beautiful tributes. Those were really fun to see for a lot of the people who have passed in the music industry this past year. They always do a big tribute to those who've passed in the previous year. I think is always really beautiful.
Mhm.
We had Justin Bieber come out in his underwear and
Underwear?
socks and perform Yukon, a like slowed down acoustic version. I see like the it was very avant-garde to like stripping it down, and being like really raw. And so I love that. Then you have Sabrina, who the juxtaposition of hers being like she had a whole airplane on stage and it's like this
Yeah.
huge music number with
Mhm.
props and sets and outfits and performances and crazy stuff like that.
Mhm.
And not to be that person, but I can't help kind of like, is this a double standard here? I feel like if a girl were to go out there and just be like
Yeah.
in her
In her
underwear
underwear bra.
singing a
Yeah.
song, an acoustic version, I have a feeling that it would not be taken well.
Yes.
So I'm curious to see, how that all plays out and
Mhm.
interested to see that kind of
Mhm.
reaction to those things. So
Yeah.
we also had Pharrell Williams. He won Dr. Dre's Global Impact Award, which was super, super, super awesome. Some songs I thought that it was really cool to point out. Pharrell is like the powerhouse of the 90s. Like he seriously was involved in so much 90s and 2000s, even into now music. Like he is the mastermind behind so many awesome songs. Some ones I wanted to point out that I feel like people don't really realize he's a part of is he produced Milkshake, like my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Holla Back Girl, I'm a Slave for You, Rock Your Body, like all songs that like, yeah. And then he has like features, like background vocal features on Blurred Lines, Shake Ya Ass, and then All Right by Kendrick Lamar. So, it just like shows this crazy range that he's somebody who can be so invested and involved in so many different artists' stories. And I think that he has such a great range when it comes to like how he helps an artist tell the story that they are trying to with music. So I felt like that was a very deserved award given to
Yes.
Pharrell Williams. He's
Mhm.
super cool.
Yeah. It's funny we talk about Pharrell Williams because actually the other day at work, Kyron and we were all talking about music, talking about the Grammys. And he said that it's so weird every time he listens to music because he can point out and know what songs Pharrell Williams was either featured on or was a part of or produced or anything like that. He just knows. Like it's like his
Yeah,
brain
he
knows and
has
can hear him.
right. Like how there's a lot of producers who have their like, you know, little bit that they throw in for every
Producer
song, like
tag.
mustard. I feel like, yeah,
The
their
producer
producer
tag.
tag. His is like a producer beat. Like he uses a very similar like beat in
Mhm.
every song. Um or like the same like notes in every song, and so I feel like that's kind of like his producer tag, is that's how you know. It's like a lot more subtle, but I like that a lot.
Mhm.
Right, let's rapid fire through some of the other big award winners. If you did not get to see who won these awards, this is your opportunity to. So, best R&B album went to Leon Thomas for Mutt. Woo woo. I love that album personally. That was a big album for me this past year. It was pretty much on repeat and it's invested in any of my playlists.
Mhm.
Best rap album went to GNX with Kendrick Lamar, now making him the most awarded rap artist in Grammys history with 26 Grammys. Holy wow. Jay-Z was who previously held that with 25 Grammys, but now Kendrick holds that title, which is just insane. 26 Grammys is nuts. And people still think that Drake's better than him. The numbers do not lie.
They
Um,
does not lie.
they does not lie. Best pop vocal album went to Lady Gaga for her album Mayhem, and she also won Best Dance Pop Recording for Abracadabra as well, which is so cool. I love that Lady Gaga like is always killing the game. Like I feel like every time she puts out new music, it's
Yes.
always hit after hit. Like she simply doesn't miss. I don't think she could ever put out a bad song. And she knows how to like stick with her roots, but adjust her music to like show her growth in the industry.
Mhm.
Lady Gaga is and always will be mother. I love her so much.
Icon, moment, legend.
She is an icon. Best pop solo performance went to Messi, Lola Young, which I don't when she won the award, she literally like
I
ran
saw
away.
that.
The cameraman had to chase her and she like ran up there. She's like screaming Gaga, which is I'm sure crazy for somebody young like Lola who is looking up to Gaga her whole life, you know, one of these pop icons,
Mhm.
and you're in the same category as her and you beat her out
You
in
beat her
that
out.
category.
Yes.
Yeah, she said she was, like, so shocked, she had 0 speech prepared, um, which is so awesome to see. I'm glad that Lola's getting some recognition, especially because I know she had some scary stuff happening, at a concert
Yes.
this past year, so I'm really glad to see some positive stuff and good
Mhm.
energy being pushed her way.
Mhm.
I love her.
I love Messi. Such a good song.
Yeah, that's a fun song.
Mhm.
We also have the best new artist this year, which was like such a stacked category. I mean, you had like Leon Thomas and Olivia Dean. There was like Somber. We had Addison
Addison
Rae,
Rae, Cat's Eye.
Cat's Eye, the Marias, Alex Warren. Like seriously, a really like sick group
Really
of people
stacked.
this year. It could have, I think, gone to anybody,
Mhm.
but Olivia Dean did take it, which is so awesome. I think she is somebody who makes such fun music. I really like her music a lot.
I
It's just
love
brings
her
like a good
album.
vibe. Yeah,
I
I
love her
really like
album.
her.
It's the kind
She's
of
the
album that like I would put on like in the mornings and it like
yeah.
slowly like brings forth
Mhm.
like the morning. It's such a good album.
Then we had Song of the Year. So now there is Song of the Year and Record of the Year. Song of the Year is more like lyrical, and then Record of the Year is a lot more like engineering of the songs. So that's kind of the difference between those two. I know that that's a very confusing thing for some people. But Song of the Year went to Wildflower by Billie Eilish. Now, what you might be thinking is, Reese, didn't that album come out in 2024? And the answer is yes, it did. The Grammys are one that go like August to August. And so it's even though that album came out in early 2024, it got zero recognition for the Grammys last year. And what she did was re-release the song Wildflower as
Mhm.
a single so that it was eligible for the 2026 Grammys.
Mhm.
Say what you want about it. I think that it's a great song. And I think that do I think that it deserved this year's song of the year? Probably not. Do I think that that album, Hit Me Hard and Soft, deserved more recognition last year in the Grammys? 100%. I
Mhm.
felt like that was the biggest snub of the Grammys last year. I think that Billie Eilish is a freaking powerhouse. Like puts it that album was like a no skip album to me personally. And the fact that it did not win last year was extremely disappointing. So, while I'm happy that she got the win, I don't think that it deserved to win this year. I think that
Mhm.
it should have gotten the recognition that it deserved last year when the songs were popular and the album came out. So,
Mhm. I think smart on her team though to
for sure.
re-release it, um, to have the opportunity to get more recognition for it. But I definitely agree. And I love Billie Eilish. I love the album. I've always loved Billie Eilish in every album that she puts out. But yeah, it definitely probably shouldn't have won, but yeah.
Right. I think that, like I said, it's a great song. It should have won, just not this year.
Mhm.
So, record of the year went to Luther, which is Kendrick and SZA. I'm so happy that that song won. I think that Kendrick is just like a engineering powerhouse.
Mhm.
Um, he always knows how to craft a beautiful song, and I love SZA. She looked gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Literally, I keep saying the last name, sorry.
Mother.
She literally looked so beautiful, and, yeah, I'm so glad that they won. I'm so, so happy. There was a lot of interesting stuff that happened with
Oh my
Cher.
gosh.
So, Cher won, like, a Lifetime Achievement Award, um, and she was supposed to accept the award and then announce who won Record of the Year, present Record of the Year.
Mhm.
She walked off stage in between, had no idea that she was supposed to be staying on, so that was already funny. And then she's like, and the winner of Record of the Year goes to, and just
And
stands there
just
staring
say
at the
it.
screen. She's like, oh, I thought it was going to be on the teleprompter. I'm
That
like,
is so
girl, what are you
funny.
doing? And then she said the winner is Luther Vandross, which, like, Luther is, like, who is sampled on
Mhm.
it. Like, his is like the, if
This
this world
world
were mine.
mine.
Right.
That is so
So,
funny
like,
though.
it was just like a funny moment. It was one of those things that'll go down in like Grammy history. It's just like such a
Funny moment.
silly little funny moment that happened. But yes, I'm so happy that Luther won. I feel
I
like
am
that
too.
was like 100% deserved. I love
Yes.
that song.
Hearing that song live, awesome. Their concert was amazing, and I'm glad I spent the money on it because it was just so much fun, and they sound amazing live. Like Seasons might give one
Right.
when like I was there, like it was one, like she sounded
It
so good.
won. Yeah. Yeah. And you said, I'm gonna be in the pit.
I'm gonna be in the pit.
Pit nosebleeds.
Well, we got better seats because of
Because
given
bubble.
me.
All right. And the final award of the night, the biggest award in my opinion, album of the year went to Benito. Bad
Funny.
Bunny. Bad Bunny won album of the year for his album Debí Tirar Más Fotos. And I personally loved that album. That album was on the entire year for me. It was a nonstop. I think everybody who worked at Seven Brew with me was forced to listen to that album quite often. It was amazing. It was
Mhm.
the first all Spanish album to win album of the year.
Awesome.
Shout out the
Shout out.
Latinos in the world. I love it. I'm so happy for him and his pictures. He looked so happy. He is just such an awesome person who you can tell is like very humble, and
Mhm.
I love the symbolism behind the album and what the songs talk about. I'm so excited for Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday
Oh
is
my
this coming Sunday,
gosh.
and he's performing at halftime, and
Gonna be awesome.
I'm so excited. I literally am
Gonna be
so
so good.
excited. Yeah, Trevor tried to get him to sing some. There was a whole little bit that he did. Technically, since he's contracted to the NFL, he was not allowed to perform at the Grammys, but Trevor really tried to get him to sing some, and he sang a little bit. They brought out like a whole mariachi band and everything. It was so awesome. I literally love that album. I'm so incredibly happy. I think it's such a big win for the Latin community. And it just kind of shows anybody can do and be anything, especially like in today's social and political climate. I think it's really important for Latin artists to be recognized for their greatness and to show that anybody can do anything and amount to so much. So, yes.
It's so funny because in one of my classes, we talk a lot about what's going on every single day in the world. And my professor shouted out today with, "Did anybody watch the Grammys?" So we started talking about the Grammys, and she was like, "I, of course, was, really, really excited after Bad Bunny won because I'm a huge fan of Bad Bunny." And we spent like half the class talking about Bad Bunny. She plays him every single day before class. And she also said randomly in the middle of the lecture today, whoever has Bad Bunny's number, tell him to call me. And I just found that so funny. Like
Yes.
it's just so funny. And we talk about Bad Bunny all the time in that class.
Yeah. There and he oh my gosh, when he won the award, he like took a moment for himself and he's like sitting there, head in his hands,
Hmm.
like silently crying. And you can just tell that he's somebody who's like so deserving of this. Like he had to have a moment for himself to really reflect on it. But he's such an awesome person. So this is your PSA. You have plenty of time to start listening to some Bad Bunny before Sunday rolls around, and even after, beyond that. It's 2026, people. Um, listen to
Let's
music that is
expand our
not in your
music
native
taste.
tongue. Come on, I have a whole playlist of foreign songs ranging from French to Norwegian. There's some Russian
Russian,
songs,
I was
some
like,
Spanish
Russian.
songs. So if you need some bangers to listen to, hit me up for my playlist. Yeah, like I said, expand your horizons because you don't have to really know what the song is saying to catch a good vibe, and
Hmm.
you just have to look it up to figure out what it's saying. So
Exactly.
don't let not knowing the language hold you back from listening to some bangers. Okay, so your homework
Period.
today, guys, is to go listen to some Bad Bunny. Okay?
Yes. Period.
Yes. Love it.
2026
Well,
is the year of trying things new, and we're gonna try things new by expanding our horizons. Oh,
try everything.
okay, Shakira.
Shout out Linnea, this is for you. We agreed at a lunch the other day that this is our Shakira year. We are trying everything.
I love that.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys got all caught up on all your Grammy stuff so you can be well prepared to have your conversations at work with your friends and everything. So without further ado, we love you guys. We will see you all next Thursday for another video to discuss what we are watching. Love y'all.
Bye, guys.